Hello there!
And welcome back to another video! This is the second to last episode of my 10-part series of drawing all 10 of my villagers, and today we're going to be drawing my normal villager, Coco. And I never would have guessed that so I have 2 smugs, and then I have 2 normals. And I understood that I was going to have 2 smugs, because I love smug type villagers, but I never would have assumed that I would also have 2 normal type villagers, because I've never really felt that attached to them. But between Coco and Tia, that makes 2. So Coco is the 3rd, I think, that I had in my final 10. So I had Marshall because my friend Kat gave him to me, and then I found Rosie, and then I found Coco. And I kept Coco because, like, some people think she's really creepy, but I think she's really sweet and cute, and I don't know, I just like her aesthetic. I like that she's, like, very themed, and I don't know, she's like a sweetheart, and I just really like having her around. And I can't give up Tia, even though I already had Coco, because she's a teapot. How can I give up a teapot? And I see Tia as a lot more of a motherly type normal character, and Coco is a lot more of like a little sister, or a little, like, the girl that you babysit, or you babysat a few years ago. She just turned into a little button. But anyway, I like Coco a lot. I like giving her different outfits. I haven't given her too much furniture because I gave her an oil lamp and she put it on one of her stone stools, and I kind of regret that. But either way, I really like it. My mom thinks she's creepy. My brother hates her because he hates bunnies in general, but I love her and she's adorable. And for this drawing, even though like Coco typically has her mouth in just like an oval, I just had to turn it into like a little smile. And I think this is one of my favourite of the 10 drawings, just because she looks so sweet. Oh, I really do like her a lot, and I'm happy to have her in my town. So this makes 9 out of 10 episodes. We've covered the Jock, the Uchi, the first normal, the Cranky, the Peppy, the first smug, the Snooty, the second smug, and now we're doing the second normal. And I feel like it's a really good balance. Rosie's house is right next to Tia's, and Coco's house is right next to Roald, so I think she can temper him a little bit. And yeah, I like Coco so much, and I like her little default outfit. I think it suits her perfectly. Like, it's kind of weird when she puts it back on nowadays because it's winter and I think you're freezing. You're already made of like sandstone, and now you're wearing this flimsy little dress with short sleeves. You're gonna freeze. Like, I've given her like coats and stuff to try to warm her up, but she just likes her regular clothes a lot more, I think. I don't know. Drawing this was very fun because I could get away with just leaving a lot more of the pencil texture because it looks like it's sandstone. I did slightly regret using the gel pen to add, so in game her texture has like little like dots, I guess, to try to in the game mimic the sandstone type texture, and I wanted to mimic that, but it's easier to get dots that are darker, but it's not as easy to get dots that are lighter. So I used a gel pen on top, and it looked, in real life it didn't look as brilliant white, but then I saw it on camera and it was so stark white. I went over it with like a colour pencil on top of the gel pen, but the thing with the gel pen is that it's hard to put colour pencil over gel pen because the colour pencil is just as likely to like scratch off the gel pen instead of actually like colour over it. But either way, I love this drawing and how it came out. I think the shading was the best shading that I did out of all 10 of the drawings, and I think the pose is so her. She's so cute and shy, and I think that the proportion is really, like, if I were to have redone Raymond, for example, I would have started drawing him a little bit lower on the page so that the tip of his ear doesn't intersect with his name. But Coco, while her ears do kind of intersect with her name, I just think it looks great. Here I am adding the dots, and the gel pen might come in soon. Oh no, so I didn't use a gel pen, I used a Posca pen, my bad. But see, it's so contrasty. They're not meant to be that contrasty. I think I couldn't get the gel pen to lay over the pencil because gel pens and wax don't get along. So I used a paint pen, but then the paint pen is just even more opaque. But either way, I feel like I fixed it sort of towards the end. But if not, then she's just my little spotted Coco. I still love her a lot. And I was happy that I had the correct greens for that dress because it's a very specific kind of desaturated, more olive green rather than like a foresty one or a teal type green. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I never really connected with normal type villagers because they're just like, I understood like why they call them normal, because they were just kind of flat in terms of personality. Like they were just a nice sweet girl. Like there wasn't really anything extra about it. Like I think they're supposed to, so if Smugs correlate with Snooties, Crankies correlate with, no wait, Smugs correlate with Oochies, Snooties correlate with Crankies, Jocks correlate with Peppies, and I'm missing something. Who am I missing? Lazies correlate with normals. There we go. Lazies are another one of my favorite villager types, but for some reason I just didn't really ever mesh well with normal type villagers because they were just like, I had Flurry in New Leaf, which I thought was adorable. She was great, but her design was adorable, but her personality again was just like so meh. But either way, I do feel like normal villager types have a little bit more personality to them in New Horizon compared to what I remember about New Leaf, which is ironic because all the other ones are in reverse. But either way, I love Tia and I love Coco, and I'm so happy with how this drawing came out. Come back in 2 days to see the last episode of my 10-part series. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.